My name is Jake Wood, and I am the co-founder and executive chairman of a nonprofit called Team Rubicon, one of the sponsors here today. I'm also the CEO of Groundswell, and I am going to be your session leader here today for this session, Moments of Purpose. I'm going to start by telling you a story and talking about how we can all rise to the moments that we're facing here today. About 16 years ago, and I'm not getting my notes up here on the slides, if we could. About 16 years ago, I found myself leading a team of military veterans and doctors on the ground in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, after the earthquake in 2010. It was a devastating disaster, as you all remember. About 150,000 people perished in that earthquake. And the death, the destruction, it was a horrific event. And thank you. And over the course of that time, as we were organizing this team of veterans and doctors, and we were operating mobile triage clinics all across the city, it dawned on us that the gap that we were facing was not compassion. There wasn't a gap in compassion on the ground. The world in that moment had plenty of compassion. The gap was action, organized action, fast action. Action that was willing to cross the line from concern to responsibility. Now, let's zoom out for a second. 2,000 years ago, crossing the Rubicon was a historical referencing Julius Caesar that meant passing the point of no return. But I'm less concerned about Caesar in this moment than I am in the line itself, because everyone eventually arrives at that line. That line is between watching and acting, between believing something and being claimed by it, between the person you were and the person that moment requires you to become. I was only able to recognize that moment and rise to it in Haiti because 4 years earlier, I had crossed another line. After 9/11, I enlisted in the Marine Corps. I served in Afghanistan and Iraq as a scout sniper. And the Marines taught me that purpose is not a feeling. It's not an emotion, it's not a vibe. Purpose is a commitment operationalized through action. And I learned that there is nothing magical about courage. It is a muscle memory built over time. It's a learned behavior. Not in the big dramatic moments, but in the small ones that repeat time and time again. You build courage every time you choose discipline over comfort. Every time you choose responsibility over convenience. I cannot tell you whether purpose creates courage or whether courage reveals purpose, but I can tell you this: you will never find one without the other. Purpose gives courage direction. Courage gives purpose action. My time in uniform prepared me for Haiti in a way that I couldn't imagine, just like I couldn't imagine what my time in that moment in Haiti would become. Haiti revealed to us down there that our military skills and experiences were useful beyond the battlefield. America has invested billions and billions of dollars over the last 2 decades, making us operationally and tactically proficient in some of the most austere, resource-constrained environments imaginable. Why would we, as America, not tap into this incredible capacity to address the rising threat and cost of natural disasters? And while the veteran community represented a near limitless supply of assistance, Haiti, and the countless disasters since, revealed something equally profound. Veterans desperately wanted to find renewed purpose through that continued service. And all of that proved that small, seemingly insignificant decisions can ripple over time and space. In Port-au-Prince, we unknowingly lit a spark, and that spark landed among 2 million men and women returning home from tiresome wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. And over the last 16 years, 200,000 volunteers have answered the call to serve with this organization across 1,500 disasters all around the world and in every corner of these United States. Not because answering the call is easy. It's rarely easy to answer the call. But because the world doesn't need more people standing on the sidelines who can describe or complain about what is broken. It needs people willing to leave their comfort zone and move toward the sound of suffering. And so, my life, and really all of our lives, are nothing but the sum of these moments and that we have faced and these decisions that we have made in those moments. There are some moments that we recognize, and there are some that we don't. Some arrive and they're disguised as inconvenience or heartbreak or failure or outrage. Sometimes we get to choose our moments, and sometimes those moments choose us, but every life eventually presents one of those Rubicons, a line between who we have always been and what that moment needs us to become. And there are people in this room right now whose Rubicon is a budget. Could be a budget, a boardroom, could be a grant cycle, a public position, a private act of courage, a decision to move faster than your system currently allows you to move, a decision to align with someone who is now politically inconvenient for you. This is not a moment, or that is a moment where purpose becomes real. Not in the statement, not in the branding, but in the decision to take action. This next hour, this session, is called Moments of Purpose, because purpose is not theoretical in this moment that we're living in today. It is operational. It must be operational. It moves, it heals, it feeds, it shows up. It crosses that line from apathy to action. And so, when your moment of purpose comes, and I know we all live purposeful lives in this room, just clench your jaw and cross that Rubicon and become the person that this moment that we're all facing needs you to become. Really excited for the session we have here today.